Hi, my name is Adam Klasfeld, and I'm a reporter for Courthouse News. On May 3rd, the United Nations commemorated World Press Freedom Day. The footage that you're watching in the background, by a Washington-based group called the News Literacy Project, was supposed to play at an event there. That was before it was censored by a UN-affiliated entity. Here's what happened.
I don't know if some of you in the room may know, but there was another panel which was supposed to take place today, which got canceled late last night, which was supposed to be organized by the UN Alliance of Civilizations. And the group, the nonprofit that was one of the members, that was going to present a video, was told that they couldn't present their video because it was critical of certain countries, including Turkey, Mexico, and it was anyway, they spoke to journalists working in the countries and about the hardships of working there. And so at the last minute, this panel was canceled in the end because the group withdrew its video because they didn't want it to be censored. So you've got an example right here happening at the UN on World Press Freedom Day. So there you go. This is something that maybe states could look at right here.
Today, I was supposed to be on a panel about journalism and fake news hosted by the UN Alliance for Civilization. And they canceled the event because they demanded that the panelists drop all references to press oppression in countries like Turkey and delete a video where journalists from those countries were talking about the pressures that they face.
We stand for freedom of the press. We certainly believe that press should not be censored, and indeed, no one who speaks at the UN should be censored for their views.
I've worked in all sorts of countries. I'm quite honestly shocked to have a panel canceled at the UN. I mean, you expect it in other countries, but not here.
Right now, we're at the stage of trying to get a clear explanation, and I think they owe us that.
Would you call for their head to resign over this? Because this is really a disgrace.
Shortly after this press conference, the UN Alliance of Civilizations released a statement confirming that it censored the video because of its content, labeling it unbalanced. The News Literacy Project, a Washington-based nonprofit behind the would-be panel, quickly responded that a UNAOC representative praised the video as, quote, beautiful, end quote, and was, quote, embarrassed, end quote, to censor it. The group then released the following video.
The son of a prominent CNN Español journalist critical of the Mexican government finds spyware on his computer. 4 journalists in Turkey are sentenced to life in prison on baseless charges of supporting a failed attempt to overthrow the government through their journalistic activities. A Russian reporter who accused Vladimir Putin of turning the country into a police state is shot dead by hired assassins. What do these stories have in common? Each sheds light on the threats to journalists working in countries with little to no press freedom.
The NLP's full video runs roughly 4.5 minutes. The group says that the UNAOC, which is co-sponsored by Turkey, only wanted to remove the portion criticizing the Turkish government.
I think the News Literacy Program has said that they will not participate in any event that they host, and as would have been panelist, neither would I, and I don't think the other panelists would either.
That's your position, and your right to exercise. Yes.
A follow-up question to that, as was just stated, the reason was clearly censorship, and the question that she gave was, will there be any consequence? So just in a simple yes or no response, will they face any repercussions for an act of admitted censorship by a UN-affiliated body?
Well, again, they have a leadership that's independent of us, so that's up to them to resolve, and I would urge you to take your question to them. And I would refer you to their press releases, but they will continue to be in contact with you.
So that would be no, that would be no, correct?
No,
they will not.
No, I've told you the Secretary General's view. He was only recently informed of this, but that's as much as I have to say on his position for now.